Mike, M-I-K-E, Connor, C-O-N-N-O-R, about captain with the Gilbert Fire Department.
Mike, what were your guys here called out for today?
You know, initial dispatch came for a car accident at the intersection of Power and Riggs Road. Upon the first truck that got on scene from Queen Creek Fire, saw they had 2 vehicles with heavy damage. They had multiple patients, reported 5 patients, so they balanced us to a first alarm medical. Well, you can see we had a Honda Civic versus this Toyota SUV behind us. It was a T-bone type accident, so heavy damage. We had 3 people in the Honda Civic. Looks like we had a mom, dad, and a 6-year-old little girl. Mom and dad both with sustained some serious injuries. They went by helicopter over to Maricopa Medical Center. The little girl in the back, 6-year-old little girl, she had some minor injuries. She went precautionary by ground ambulance over to Maricopa Medical Center. And then we had a gentleman, 28-year-old gentleman that was in the Toyota behind me in the SUV that went by air ambulance over to Scottsdale Osborne with multi-systems trauma. And the passenger of that vehicle was treated and released on scene.
Was mechanical extrication needed to get them?
It was, yeah. Initial reports came back that we had people trapped inside the cars. So when we went to first alarm, we have multiple ladder companies coming here. So a ladder company came, they were able to force the door and get the patients out and get them over to the treatment area.
Seatbelts.
You know, what I would report right now is that I know that we had one person in the Civic, the male in the Civic did not have a seatbelt on. That's reported. I was unsure if the female. And behind me, again, unsure right now. They're doing an investigation as we speak.
And how many helicopters did you guys call out?
Initially, there was a request for 4, and they downgraded that to 3. So we had 2 helicopters that went to county, and 1 helicopter went over to Scottsdale Osborne.
How long do you foresee the intersection being closed?
You know what? They're going to have the investigation. It depends on if they're going to investigate this as a possible fatal. I'm not sure at this time, so it's up to police. If it is, could be a couple hours, and I know that they'll work towards. Looks like they're working towards it right now. So hopefully, they have it open maybe 30, 40 minutes, depending on the investigation by MCSO.
Can you go into a little bit more detail on the nature of the injuries? Are these life-threatening injuries that were lifted?
At this time, I unknown. So we did have some multi-system trauma. It doesn't appear so from the initial reports. We never know once they get to the hospital and the trauma team starts taking care of them.
Okay. What's the lesson here? You said there weren't seatbelts. What would you like to pass on with viewers? This is obviously a prime example.
Yeah, you got to wear those seatbelts. Seatbelts save lives. That's a no-brainer. Drive safe. We've had some rain out here in the East Valley this morning, so slow down. We've got some wet roads. I'm not sure if that was a factor today. Just slow down. Again, these people, they're not going to get to where they're going today because of this wreck, so slow down, wear those seatbelts, and just drive safe.
And about what time did this happen?
You know what? It's a cut and paste there.
Yeah.
Accident was reported a little bit after 10 o'clock this morning.
Great. Thank you so much.
No problem, buddy.